Hello, double bass drummers, or if you're starting out, welcome. This is the place to be. So, I just posted the first video on just some real essential basics of double bass, including kind of a bit of the setup and what a drop clutch is. If you're not sure, go back and watch that one first. Anyways, the first step that I would take to learning some double bass, hopefully you've been practicing your single stroke roll with the feet, and we're going to count them as 16th notes, mainly because double bass music is fast. We want to go fast. The thing is, at some point, we're going to want to go rocket speed like our favorite double bass drummers, right? So we can't start too slow, but we have to start at a realistic speed, okay? So I wouldn't do this if I were you. If you can do this, that's better, okay? I've had students in the past where they start that slow and they wonder why it takes forever to progress to a faster speed. So find a comfortable speed. I mean, anybody can go, dead slow, but let's try to find a comfortable tempo, whatever that number may be. But let's call it this: 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, okay? So first thing that's gonna happen is we're gonna add the snare drum to counts 2 and 4. Now, something to keep in mind, and you don't want to overthink this. The secret to drumming is don't overthink it. Let things naturally fall into place. But if you have to think about it, that snare drum on 2 and 4 lands with the right foot. So if you kind of notice that happening, don't panic if you're leading with your right foot, okay? So I'm right-handed. My right leg is the strong leg. I lead 95% of my double bass stuff with my right leg. It seems to work, okay? I know there's some monster double bass players that can do every direction out there. That's something you can explore a little bit later, but let's just keep it simple for now. All right, so I'm going to think 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, okay? Kind of strange at first, don't worry about it. It's going to get easier, okay? The next thing I would suggest, I'm going to hit my drop clutch with my stick. Notice the hi-hat falls. Okay, don't hit your cymbal by mistake. And I'm going to play quarter notes. So let's maybe start with this. Quarter notes on the hi-hat with the right hand. If you're open-handed, use your left hand. Right hand's going to play quarter notes. Feet are going to play 16ths with a single stroke roll. 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a. That's new, spend some time on that, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add, or try to add, hopefully successfully add, the snare drum to 2 and 4. Then we have our first essential double bass rock beat, metal beat, okay? 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So practice that until it gets easy. If it feels like it's falling apart at any moment, maybe slow it down a little bit. Examine and evaluate what went wrong. Why am I falling apart? What's happening here? Single stroke roll on the feet, starting with the right foot, 16ths, quarter notes on the cymbal, hi-hat if you want, or ride cymbal, whatever you like, and 2 and 4 on the snare. Once you've done that, you can start speeding it up, whether you practice to a metronome or not. So diving in. About this beat is the feet can start going faster, but the hand doesn't have to keep up as much because you're just simply playing quarter notes. So you'll notice that, wow, my feet are going faster, but my hands are, they're going faster, but it's not as much of a panic as the feet. So that's going to be a really good beat to start with. to sort of decide where's my tempo, you know? And when we see a lot of those great metal drummers, and I mean, there's so many, I can't even name, you know, the first 50 that I love, is I love when they just play like, that's the beat. There it is. Just speed it up. It's amazing. It's so much fun to practice, and it's super, super effective. So if you start jamming with your buddies who play metal and you're playing double bass, it's a good place to start. Have fun with that one.